Wait, what? I missed the whole first part.
Can you suck on each other's nipples at the same time?
Yeah.
Answer?
I mean,
yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Can't
can.
your head?
Yep.
Let's try.
All right, we got somebody on the Discord. You guys might already know him. He's got a lot of suggestions all the time. His name's Apple. Apple 89757. He had a really good question. He wanted to know, back when you were in high school, what was your go-to date spot?
Ooh. I really like miniature golfing. Yeah.
That's really cute.
Yeah, I like miniature golfing because I feel like when you're moving around and you're having fun and you're like kind of like slightly competitive, having to and you're playing a game, it's more chances to like be yourself and have a good time. Yeah. I don't really like movies. Like I feel like movies was like after you got to know them, then you go enjoy a movie. But it's like if you're like first time going on a date, you're like trying to get this, so you like whatever, and you're like it's all fucking loud and shit.
You did movies all wrong. Yeah. That's where you kiss and actually get to do all that.
But that's your first date. So you go there like, and you just start making out.
You want to make out the whole time?
Joe said we're doing this all wrong.
He said we shouldn't watch the movie at all.
Yeah, I know. I barely know you, but let's just fuck right now.
I mean, that was the thing though. Like you go to scary movies. Scary.
And then she's like, "Oh my god!" And you're like, "I'll protect you."
You guys remember Borders bookstores?
Yeah.
So,
that was your first date?
No.
He laughs at it immediately. Let's go to the library, babe.
No,
It's kind of a fire date though.
No, but check it out.
To read books together, that's kind of.
No, they got live music. They got a live jazz band playing there at nights. They got a cafe. You can just sit down and talk and chill. And it smells good in there. It smells like books, and you can like walk around. It's like stuff to do while you're talking and walking. Either that or the beach.
Oh, the beach is dope.
The beach is a banger.
For me, it was like drop us off at the mall. Yeah. And then, cause then there's like a lot of things you could do. You could go
Mall is great.
fucking Wetzel Pretzel. You could go to like. You know what I
First
mean?
day I went to.
I'd be like, girl, I got you.
See them do the pretzel in front of you.
Hey, make that bigger.
You know, you go to Cinnabon and you share one. You get 2 forks and shit. You know.
Oh yeah.
The food
You
court.
could go to an arcade and a movie. You just got options. It's like you got whatever, and you could just fucking window shop and be like, if I was a millionaire, I would buy that. You know? Yeah, and then like you talk about the shit that you like. You know?
Yeah.
I think the mall was the best because it just had variety.
Your Mackin voice always sounds like scat jazz.
That's cool, Joe.
Ooh, if I was a millionaire, the babida babubaga.
I think my youth, I like to date up because I liked
Date up.
like older girls,
Oh,
right?
okay, age-wise.
Yeah, because like they dressed cooler. Like, so if I was like in junior high, I wanted a high school girl. If I was in high school, I wanted a college girl, right? Or like whatever. And then so
Damn, you're the man, bro.
I always, because they look more like a woman.
20-year-old?
Girls my age, like if I'm in 7th grade, like their mom still dresses them and shit, and then whatever, right? Like, yeah. And then the ones that are cute are maybe like taken or whatever, so you look at other girls and shit. Yeah, and then so like, and in high school, let's say like you get dropped off at the mall, and then they're like, oh, they're sisters with them, and they're like it's a double date or whatever. But I've always been in situations where like they were way more forward than I was ready to be, and then so like I'm just trying to be cool, like I kissed before, and I'm like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
But
I'm being kissed.
Awkward Asian boy and an older female.
Like, well, older female be like a year older.
Oh, dude, because I was thinking like, what if she was like
Like she's a 40-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because you're taught to have manners and be shy, and you're like, maybe in a lot of like Asian movies or even like our moms always like, you want to be a gentleman and all that, right? So that's like so instilled, so you never want to make the first move. I remember like one of the first kisses I had, I was hanging out with this chick, and then she was like, and I'm like so oblivious because like you know what she's talking about, but you also want to be a gentleman. So I remember she was like, what would you do if like the lights are off right now and both of our eyes were closed? And I'm like, well, the lights are on. You know, like,
My eyes are open, idiot.
And then I was like, I don't know, like, what would you do? What would you do if the lights were off and our eyes were closed? And she came over and kissed me.
Nice.
And then I was like, oh, you push her? Shit. But the lights are on. No, but then you give in, right?
Yeah.
But then it was just like, there's that tension in the room and you're trying to like, you're trying to like not be a pervert at the same time, and then you're like, cause he's clearly painting a scenario, and then you're like, oh my god, my ears are getting so hot right now.
My ears are getting so high.
Like, what the hell's going on? Like, what the? My blood pressure, bro. My fucking blood pressure's crazy.
Because in my mind, I'd be all like, I'm like getting kissed, right? And I'm like, I didn't even ask you to be my girlfriend yet.
Yeah.
And I'm already getting a kiss.
Like, we're skipping steps.
It felt like I was losing my virginity before marriage.
I need to buy you a teddy bear or something.
Yeah,
And I'm like, you're kissing me? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't even know your locker combination.
That is true though.
We're skipping way too many steps. What the fuck's going on, man?
It's so weird that we had the stance of being on the other side, like on the playing defense or something.
For real.
Why? Why is that?
Playing goalie, dude.
Because then I don't know, you just want to be like this fucking pervert.
Yeah, you don't want to be a slut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I'll make the first move.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that you used to make the first move usually, like with dating and stuff?
Not when I was younger.
Not when you were younger.
No.
You didn't run into idiots like us that were just like timid.
No, I had this guy who was so I was on the dance team in high school, and this guy was on band, and we would meet each other because we would dance for the football team, and so the band would be there. But this guy was just super. Oh man, I feel so bad. He was just so awkward and so shy and just a kind of weird. And
But you like them.
not at all. And it was like he would just like walk across from me, hey, and like walk away, and like just super awkward. I'm like, all right, like cool.
He's playing hard to get.
Yeah. So on Valentine's Day, he brought this like massive teddy bear, like it's like human size, like
Very inconvenient. Yeah.
right, very inconvenient.
You have to hold it the whole day.
Extremely. So like he walks in, he gives it to me, and I can't even see who's giving it to me because it's so big.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, and then I'm holding this thing, and my friend comes up to me, she's like, what if there's like cameras in the eyes or something? I was like, the fuck?
Cameras in the eyes?
Yeah, I was just like, where am I gonna put this thing? Like,
So he just gives it to you and runs away.
yeah, he's just like, happy Valentine's Day, and gives it to me, and it's this massive like
With
teddy
no,
bear with no
like,
like nothing.
No dialogue, no nothing.
No,
just
nothing, just here.
Did you think it was?
Guys are so fucking weird.
And I was just
Wow.
like, okay, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? Like, this thing is like massive. I'm carrying like a huge, like human being almost.
He must have really loved you.
You should reach out.
And then so I went to like my drama class, and I went to my teacher. I'm like, can I just like leave this here?
Oh.
I don't know where to fucking put this. Like,
Did you ever get to talk to him? Or you guys ever date or anything?
That was it.
Oh, yo.
no,
So
it
he
was
just gave you
he
that?
became like extra awkward after that.
Because you didn't talk to him and he didn't talk to you and it just got worse.
But that's a weird ass move to
It was
pull if
just
you're not
so
already
weird.
kind of
Nothing.
there. Yeah.
It was just like 0 to 100.
He's the kind of guy that tries to buy love. Like that's the start of it. Like I don't know how to talk to women, and then I'm just gonna start buying her jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you did him a solid by rejecting it. So now he knows, oh, buying things won't get me love. So now he's gonna.
No, he's gonna go. The teddy bear wasn't big enough. Get another one.
I should get her an engagement ring.
Like, why didn't you just give it
trapped
to
her.
me like this size?
Yeah.
Like, why did it have to be like a full size table?
Yeah, but it
Because she wanted to wow you. You
Maybe
know?
he won it at a carnival.
What's something that a guy did of that nature that actually was a good thing?
That
Like
worked.
it was nice.
That was a banger.
It was a bigger teddy bear.
What was a good opener?
Even bigger.
And they both walked down the hall at the same time with both of their bears, competing for my love. No, there's a guy in high school. We didn't have any classes together, but we both thought we like were attractive. And in between walking to our classes, we had the same path. We would hand notes to each other.
So how did it start? Did he just hand you a note?
Yeah, and it was funny. It was a funny note, and he'd like draw and stuff, and he was actually a good artist. And I was like, all right, cool. So that became like a thing, to a point where we had like a whole binder of just like notes.
Wow.
Damn, that's
But I think the key was you were already attracted. You guys were attracted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it started with him giving you a note. Whereas like he didn't build any rapport with you. He just brought you a teddy bear.
I mean, it helps that
Exactly,
like
yeah.
that he was attractive, right? Of course. But like, what if the note was weird? What if it was
Right,
just,
he could have struck out.
he could have struck
at
out
that
in
point.
the middle. I
What if it
was-
was you open it up and he's like, I've been watching you.
Oh shit.
He's like, I put lipstick on my asshole and I kissed it.
Right.
Like, why didn't you tell me that?
Kiss it on my ass. Oh, there you go. What up, guys? This episode is brought to you by Lumi. And if you're not familiar with what Lumi is, it is a total all-body deodorant. And in my opinion, it's very revolutionary because it's developed by a doctor. OBGYN to be exact. So she used to study the vaginas, in case you don't know what OBGYN is, and they also deliver babies, but back to the vaginas. A lot of people were misdiagnosing where this BO is coming from. So she created a deodorant that uses mandelic acid, which is a preventative measure. It's not like, oh, this smells good, so let's cover up the stinky smell. It gets to the bottom of it, and you can use it everywhere. Under boob, thighs, butt, your poop hole, your pee hole, everywhere, and it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl or anything like that. So it's pretty amazing, and it works up to 72 hours for me. I'm a scientist, so I had to test it out. I put it on my pee-pee, because sometimes my pee-pee is stinky, and then it wasn't stinky no mo. So it works really good. I didn't test if it was 72 hours, I just did it for 1 day. So if you're looking for something to not cover up the stinky, but make sure everything smells good or fresh from the source with the mandelic acid, give Lumi a try. And which is why the Lumi Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. And it comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi Starter Pack with the code OTR at LumiDeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% of your starter pack when you visit LumiDeodorant.com and use the code OTR.
Save it for later.
It doesn't even look like lips, it's just a circle.
It's a starfish.
No.
It's like an eyeball iris.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, that was one that we started like
You guys
ditching
were
school
dating?
together.
Nice.
My
Bonnie
mom
and
caught us
Clyde
one time,
already,
too.
huh?
Really? Tight.
Did you have an actual like boyfriend in high school that went to your school while you were there?
Yeah.
How was that?
He was the guy I lost my virginity to.
Ew. God, I want to know that.
We all start going, oh!
Give me a little prep moment. God damn. Ugh.
Ugh. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Was he white?
No.
Nice.
He-
Good.
Yeah, good.
Good.
No same race stuff.
Yeah.
This is California.
Was he white? Yes.
Stupid. That's nice. What happened to him?
Like till this day?
Yeah, like
have
what?
no
What made
idea.
it not? What made it branch?
I think I just kind of separated from him. Like we lost interest, or I lost interest.
So it was
While you were still going to the same school?
Yeah.
Oh damn! So he had to see you every day and go.
Those are the worst. Just tell me.
Yeah, bro. At that age, bro, you're heartbroken.
Oh, it affects your whole day, dude. Oh, shit.
I can't even do my homework.
Yeah, yeah. I can't focus.
Not that I was gonna do it anyways.
I'm not going to college.
He didn't go to college, dude. That's fucked up.
What's the point of algebra? She's not gonna love me anymore.
Is he still following you on stuff? You see
No,
hints of him
I
anywhere?
haven't talked to him since high school.
Find him. Let's follow him right now. On your phone.
But he was so sweet. Like he would always come to my dance performances, sit next to my mom, have good conversations with her.
Damn.
He was a sweet guy.
Tight. Tight.
Except it was so boring, right?
Cool guy.
Sweet is boring.
It just fell out. It just lost.
What did you feel like you lost interest about?
I don't know. I don't really remember.
He was too Indian.
He was too like Filipino.
I was too Filipino.
Damn it! No!
Too much pancit.
No! Damn it!
Too Filipino. You're at about here. I need you
The
here.
scale's a little going crazy.
Did he get too boring and too predictable or something?
Did he like you too much? Was that what it was?
One question at a time.
No, answer all in one answer.
Like we're trying to fix the timeline.
I know. Guys, it's over. It's not gonna happen.
No, I think there's a shot. There's a shot, Kalyne.
I don't remember.
I think I remember all my breakups. I understand.
bro.
I understood why it didn't work out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't remember all of
In
them.
retrospect, I did.
Only some of the biggest impact ones.
I think I had like an interest in somebody else. Like I think it was one of
Hey,
those situations.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're young, you like 5 people at once. I mean,
it was like freshman to sophomore year of high school.
oh yeah. That's a baby time.
He's a young lad.
Yeah.
That's a very.
You know what's crazy is this was 1997, and my first girlfriend took me on a date to get boba in 97.
You were the Tapioca Express.
That's when it was like only a quickly.
And I'd never even heard of it at all. And she goes, try it, it's boba. And I remember trying it and going, ew!
Ew.
Really?
I was like, this is sick.
I remember my first boba.
We're not gonna make it, baby.
This is on the rocks.
Nah, dude, my first was a mango slush with boba.
Oh yeah.
You know how they used to fruit slush it? I never had milk teas.
There wasn't a house milk tea. There wasn't a Thai milk
It
tea.
was slushies.
Yeah, it was all kinds of weird ass fruit shit, which I hate.
Rainbow jelly.
Fuck out of here. You know?
Yeah.
So that's why we didn't work out.
She had bad taste in food.
There were all kinds of stuff like for first dates. Like it would just be like, oh, let's go hang at the park real quick and just share a joint.
Yeah.
That's kind of tight.
Or
very
Dave and Buster's
Dave
was
and
like a thing.
Oh, Dave and Buster's.
But you know what?
Without points.
I forgot about how good the miniature golf thing is.
No.
It is.
That's such a
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It's already like a fun environment.
And I think
You can still talk.
Yeah, and you see other couples, so it makes the like that warmth warms you guys up, you know?
Yeah.
We did a lot of group dating.
Or bowling.
I like.
Yeah. I didn't do as much like one-on-one dating, and I think it's because the parents thing.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you have a group together, it's like, oh, let's all just get dropped off at miniature golf or like Knott's Berry Farm or whatever, and then you know you cover for each other, and it's like, oh, I'm just going with my friends.
What about when you first started driving?
That was 17, 18. I mean, by that time, I'm already like sexually active and wild, like an adult, you know. So like,
That way of bragging. I was already sexually active and wild. It's like blind date.
no, because I was like,
So define yourself.
by the time I was 17, 18, I already had a long like a girlfriend in NorCal.
You had a list.
Yeah. That basically ran away with me.
Dang.
And then and she was like 19. And
She
then,
ran away with you?
and then I picked her up. She goes, I don't want to be home anymore. I'm like, fuck it. And then so we drove off.
I did that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then and then I turned like 18 and she was like 20, and then we just stayed at my house. And I was like,
See, that's the perks of being a latchkey kid, man.
yeah.
You pretty much have your own house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You grow
Kids
up
can't
early.
do that now. Everyone's working from home, dude.
Oh.
I feel like when you were younger, you weren't really like going on like actual dates. It was just like, you know, it wasn't like, oh, meet me this time because you couldn't drive yet.
It was hard because you didn't have the guts to call it a date sometimes either. You were like, hey, you want to go here? But to say like, would you like to go on a date? Like verbatim was tough.
I never did that, but when I look back, I'm like, oh, that totally was a date because it's just you and this one girl or whatever. But you were just like, let's just meet up and hang out. But then the way you hang out and how you're like liking each other, it becomes a date. But you just don't call it that.
Bro, anything where you can play games like Busters or miniature golf, where you can start messing them up when they're trying to take their shot, and before you know it, you're like,
Banger, bro. Bang.
Bro, I remember this was like this was like 8th or 9th grade.
Oh my god!
Dude, talking about a panty dropper, bro.
I remember 8th or 9th grade, right? I did the whole
Any girl coming at it like that?
Oh my gosh! At mini golf, you tap my shoulder. Sorry.
So like around that age, 8th or 9th grade, I hung out a lot with this girl, and then like she was like, oh, you were still like good friends, and I'm like, I know. In my head, we're dating. You know, like cause like you think that you're actually building romance, but in her mind, it's a platonic friendship. Oof. And then and then I was like, finally like, yeah, I'm all fucking pour my heart out to her and shit. And then she's like, oh, I thought we were like friends. And then I'm all like, I thought we were like dating.
on the
I've
other
been there
side.
so many times.
She was at your house?
Recently, I feel like that's happened to you.
No, I thought we were at a park or something. I forgot. But then like, I was like, why? I thought we were like gonna get married and shit. And then like I was like thinking like, why did this happen?
That's tough.
You know, that goes both ways too, because I was hanging out with this chick and we were hanging out all the time, but I didn't know that she had liked me, and I thought all of our hangouts were like, oh yeah, we're just friends.
You got it, my boy.
And it
Play a
happened.
can.
Can never can.
Me
Play
to
a can.
where she thought we were a thing, and I was like, oh.
But did you put your thing in her thing? Is
Oh,
that
I didn't.
You dirty boy, dude.
But it happens both ways, where like the guy's completely oblivious, and you really think it's just friend hangout.
Well,
you know?
I mean like the older you get, it's like if she's not touching you, you're probably not together, right? But when you're in 8th grade, you can be together and not touch each other or kiss. Or
You're right. Yeah.
Cause like, dude, I would have a girlfriend at like 4th grade and shit, and then we're like, we don't even fucking kiss or touch. We're just like, that's my girlfriend. Yeah, that's my girlfriend, right? And then like, so like you're a 7th, 8th grader, you know, going on to 9, and then you're just really close, and you're just like, yeah, we're together. Because you're thinking like you're a 4th grader still, you know?
I remember in high school knowing like if any girl is down to come hang out at my house,
It's
just
a
like
date.
one-on-one, like she's down to be my girlfriend or date or whatever.
But that's high school.
Yeah. What are you guys talking about? Cause you're a teenager, right?
I don't know, just young dating experience.
It's like
But
it's
okay,
a rude
so
awakening.
here's the thing,
Yeah, the
here's the thing,
transition
though.
period.
There are a lot of guys onto adulthood that I realized do that.
Still do that. Yeah, of course.
And I was shocked because I was like, this is what they mean, like the whole friend zone thing, right? Where like this guy, he's kind of nerdy. He called me up and he's all like talking about his whole date with this girl.
All right.
And then hella red flags. I was like, this is a date? Are you sure it's a date? He goes, yeah, no, we're like fucking cool, man. I'm like,
We're fucking best buds, dude.
It's not a good.
to be honest, dude, I'm like, I don't think she thinks you guys are dating. Like, it just sounds like she broke up. You're a friend that's her shoulder to cry on. She's
It's the rebound.
She just appreciates your company.
It's like, no, I always drop her off at this dude's house. No, for sure, dude. For sure. She's still down? Yeah.
At like 1 a.m. I drop her off.
And then I pick her up at 3 a.m. And her hair's all messed up. I don't know why.
Yeah. And she gives me
Her hair's all messed up.
And I was like, what makes you think like you guys are a couple? Like, did you guys touch? Did you guys kiss? Like, is there movement, romantic movement?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah. So there's one time we were like, oh man, it was so funny. Like she was like not shooting the target right. So then like I had to adjust her, and then like whenever I was adjusting her, like we did it like this, and then we decided to shoot the gun together, and it was so funny.
like, oh.
And I'm all like,
It was so funny.
I was like,
Also, maybe don't do that.
And then I
like,
smelled my
Daddy?
fingers after.
Yeah.
I was like,
And I knew
Daddy,
we're together.
I was like, that's nothing. Like boys could fuck around like that. Like that's nothing, dude. And then he couldn't get it through his head. So I was like, oh, this is how it happens. It's like they're delusional.
Yeah.
And they believe that they're in a relationship when they're not.
I'm live on the scene with someone here who can tell us right away if things like this still happen today. Kalyne.
They still happen.
You know what? Wait.
Is there a recent story or something you're trying to share?
Yeah, what happened? So this happened to you?
Has something like this happened to you this year?
What, does it always happen to you?
No,
You heartbreaker.
no.
Or are you guys talking about some inside shit?
I don't know anything. I'm wondering
No,
if this
not
type of
in
thing
like
has
the
happened.
last year, but I've had situations where somebody was a friend and definitely wanted to be more. And it got to a point where it was just like, you're just like hanging around too much.
Lingerer. Like, did they
And it was
clearly
like,
communicate that, or you can feel that?
that's the problem was I clearly communicated, hey, we are just friends. This will not go any further.
Oh,
And
that's
it was
nice.
always just like a hopeful like
Maybe she'll turn around.
Change your
she'll
mind.
But what about after a shot of Johnny Walker?
And a burger from Johnny Rocket.
Was he still pursuing you? I'm serving. Like you could feel that he was pursuing.
let's just say like even like a year or two after, he sends me this long like Facebook message about how like the
that
situation and like how he thought it was supposed to be something else that I wasn't, and I was just like, yo, what the
What was your response?
I was just like, I forget what it was. Hold on. Hold on.
There's a lot
The receipts.
If I can find it.
When dudes like they can't read the situation and they think that this also specific situations could define the rest of their life. You know?
yeah.
It sucks, man.
I mean, that happens, dude. Some guys just get so ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
You know what's even crazier? Sometimes
cool,
when
right?
you even get past the stage of touching and having sex and all of this stuff, where it starts to feel like you are
You
being-
move fast.
even then, they can still turn it around and say, "Oh, I just wanted to have fun. I didn't want to know." You
If they're from UC Santa Barbara, yeah.
But that's why if you're gonna be seeing a girl and you guys are gonna be doing it, like you have to know that just because there's sex and romance and stuff, it doesn't mean you guys are gonna date.
What, do you agree?
You know, my cousin is
Sure.
crazy.
I mean, I think you should just be open with it. Like,
Exactly.
I think both people should be. Like, you
Just
should be clear
communicate.
about with what you want and communicate, and then
But people move the goalposts though sometimes.
yeah, sometimes. But I think that's just like communication doesn't just happen once. Like, you have to continuously make sure.
And that's true because I've seen people get out of the so-called friend zone.
Yeah, you could do it, bro.
Yeah.
I was in a friend zone.
Timing situation.
Still am, bro.
You just gotta be straight up and tell them what you want, and if they don't want that, it's like, all right, you have to fucking cut it off.
I want pickles and raw onions.
Most people don't even know what they want though.
Right.
So they get in these like situationships where they're just, it's like that weird gray area that both people don't know what they want, and then you get those like mixed feelings and emotions that just translate into.
Dude, you let your feelings speak for you. You get hurt or you go on. Who knows?
Yeah, you just gotta say it, bro. Whatever's on your mind, just say it. Just say it. Fuck it. Rip the band-aid off.
That's actually been the best policy.
Honestly, yeah, you're right.
Honestly, all the
Like-
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to suck on her titties. You just
Okay, look. Under the right context, it's kind of fire, bro. It's kind of nothing but.
Honestly, if you have that rapport of fucking around, that is kind of funny.
It is.
Timed right.
That's true. If it's
Yeah.
out of your character,
Yeah, dude.
then it's like
If you're a sweet, sweet boy.
I've been wanting to suck your titties since the second grade.
Yeah, you can't be too excited, bro. You can't. You gotta throw it away. You can't be.
Yeah, some things are left better unsaid.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
34 years, baby.
So what do you say? We doing this?
What do you say, sweetheart?
We can start a business together.
What if she responds in the same way though?
Yeah.
Shit.
Dude, then that's
Then it's
Nothing but
match made in heaven.
meant to
But then they're
freaking
like,
be.
wait, you're weird. You're weird. Let's just.
Is it possible to suck each other's nipples at the same time?
That's actually.
Oh, shit.
No, it's not.
I didn't never tried it.
I don't think it's possible.
I think
No,
you
you gotta
can.
upside down it.
Yeah, like a 69.
Like this.
Wait, what? I missed the whole first part.
Can you suck on each other's nipples at the same time?
Yeah.
And answer.
I mean,
Yes or no?
yeah.
Yeah, you
Can't
can.
your head?
Yep.
Let's try.
Go ahead.
No, you perverts. We're not gonna show you that. This we're gonna get demonetized.
Oh, like, what prevents you from doing that?
since the second grade.